Okay, guys, thank you for joining the. Thank you, thank you. Let's, let's go straight. Hope you can hear me. If you can't hear me, please speak out. Speak out. If you can't hear me, just let me know. Let's go straight to the live. See if I can go bring up people. Thank you for joining the live. Thank you. We are going straight to the questions. I will bring up somebody up very soon. We are going. Thank you. Thank you, Key. Thank you for joining. We are going straight to the questions. We are not waiting for anybody. Please, my light is having issue. We are going straight to the question right away. If you can hear me, just type yes. If you can hear me, says if you can hear me, just type yes. If you can hear me, just type FCS. Hear me. C is your chlorofluorocarbon. I get me. Gas responsible for ozone layer depletion is your CFC, which is your chlorofluorocarbon. Chlorofluorocarbon gas is responsible for that. I don't. The network is just disturbing me. Mute. Let me flip. Yeah, gas responsible for ozone layer depletion. If you can hear me, just type yes, yes, yeah. Just type yes. If you can hear me. If you can hear me, just type yes. Gas responsible for ozone layer depletion is your CFCS, which is your chlorofluorocarbon. Your CFCS. Now, number 2 question. The hardest substance in the human body. The hardest. Note the word. The hardest substance in the human body is your enamel. Enamel, which is spelled as ENAMEL. The hardest substance in the human body. This is a biology question. The hardest substance. The cartilage, we have dentin, and we have the enamel. The hardest substance in the human body is the what? Enamel, which is your spelled as ENAMEL. This is the hardest substance in the human body. You can put it down. Number 2 answer. Yeah, your number 3 answer. We are going number 3. I see if you can hear me, just type I can hear you so that I can continue. Number 3, I will not be wasting much time with you guys. Number 3, which vitamin is also called retinol? Which vitamin is also called retinol? Now, the vitamin that is also called retinol is your vitamin A. Hear me. The vitamin which is also called retinol is your vitamin A. Vitamin A, don't forget. If you can hear me, just type I can hear so I can progress. If you can hear me, just type I can hear so I can move forward. Now, the vitamin, which vitamin is also called retinol? Your vitamin is also called retinol is your what? Check. Is your vitamin A. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to bring up some person so that okay. When the next question says that The basic unit of hereditary. The basic unit of hereditary. The basic unit of hereditary is your gene. Hear me. The basic unit of hereditary is what? Gene. Good. Already you know hereditary, and this is when this is the transfer of gene from parents to offspring. There's the basic hereditary. The basic unit of hereditary is your what? Is your gene. Okay, the next question says device used to measure atmospheric pressure. The device used to measure atmospheric pressure. Device used in measuring atmospheric pressure is your barometer. I mean, device used in measuring atmospheric pressure. I was saying something just now before. I said that device used. I was saying something just now before. I said that device used in measuring atmospheric pressure. If you can hear me, just type I can hear. Continue. Device used in measuring atmospheric pressure is your barometer. Barometer is used in measuring what? Atmospheric pressure. Your barometer, don't forget, keep that one. The next one says that process of converting solid directly to liquid. Note, the process of converting solid directly to liquid is known as, just be listening, hear me. The process of converting solid to liquid, just that example of such kind of things, your camphor. You know that when you have camphor, if you put camphor in one place, before you know, the solid will just goes into the air without getting liquid in that spot. And the process whereby substance move from solid state to liquid state, from solid to gas, is your sublimation. That is for that. Don't forget sublimation. I think another name is your naphthalene. Okay. Yes. These are your what? The next one says that, okay, pH 7. pH, yes. In chemistry, there's what we call pH meter. In chemistry, we call pH meter, and the full meaning of pH is power of hydrogen. Notes. In chemistry, we call pH meter. pH is used to measure the level of basicity of a solution. I mean, now talking about pH. Talking about the pH here, pH is a meter that is used to measure the level of acidity or basicity of a solution. Now we are talking about pH. pH less than 7 indicate that, look, the pH meter or a pH scale, we have from 0 to 6. Let me, I'm explaining as I'm giving you the answer. On a pH meter, we have from 0 to 6. And we have from 8 to 14. See what? Fusi. Because already you know that Fusi is the kind of word. This is the kind of word. Okay. Fusi, the study of food. We have the Fusi forgotten from dead remains of what? Animals. The study of Fusi is known as your paleontology. Is your study of your fossil food is known as your paleontology. Paleontology is the study of your fossil food. The next question says that energy stored in food is called what? Energy stored in food. Then these are easy questions that sometimes you might just miss based on maybe you don't know the answer or you have not come across that word for. Energy stored in food. You know, we have different kind of energy. Those are the class of energy. we have the kinetic, we have the under the forms of energy, you have electrical, mechanical, light, solar, and other type. While the classes of mechanical energy is your potential energy and your kinetic energy. Now, energy stored in food is known as your chemical energy. Chemical energy. Energy stored in food. Energy that is stored in food is known as your chemical energy. Note this question. These questions are very vital. You should know it. Energy stored in food is known as your what? Chemical energy. The next question here I'll be picking. Okay. The instrument used in measuring wind speed. Instrument used in measuring wind speed is called what? Instrument used in measuring what? Wind speed. No, we have wind speed. I have other kind of thing. The instrument used in measuring wind speed is your anemometer. Anemometer is your instrument used in measuring what? Wind speed. Anemometer is your instrument used in measuring what? Wind speed. I mean, anemometer is your instrument used in measuring what? Wind speed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I've answered 11 question. Anemometer is the instrument used in measuring what? Your wind speed. Okay, now let's go into the other question. Okay, we have answered some question here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now let's go to the next question. Now, largest gland in the human body is called what? The largest gland. I'm talking about gland. I believe you know we have different kind of glands in the body. Those are we have the sweat gland, we have the urinary gland, we have the secretory gland, and so on and so forth. Now, largest gland in the human body is the liver. The liver is the largest gland. I mean, the largest gland in the human body is the liver. In fact, the largest, please. Now, functional unit of kidney is the what? If you have the functional unit of the kidney, the functional unit of the kidney is your nephron. Nephron, which is your NEPHRON, is your functional part, is your functional unit of the kidney. I don't mean try ask okay, try again. Okay, no, done. Functional. Okay, that is the kidney. The next question says that which vitamin is also known as retinol. I've answered this question before. I've answered this question before. Which vitamin is also known as your retinol? Vitamin that is also known as your retinol. Those of you that are writing jam, these are the questions you come across. So WAEC and your jam, your WAEC, your NECO. I'm trying to bring up some person so that I think I was able to chat. To bring up some person so that say fit. I'm coming. Maybe I'll study this thing by tomorrow. Go to bring up some person so that we can. Okay, now we say which vitamin is known as retinol. Your vitamin known as is your vitamin A. Vitamin A is known as your what? Retinol. Don't forget vitamin A is known as your what? Retinol. The next question says that which hormone control blood sugar level? Which hormone? Yes, hormone. I think which hormone control blood sugar level? Now, these are the kind of question. The hormones that control blood, which my answer is hormone. Let me give you that as an assignment. Go and check the meaning of hormone. Drop it on the group chat. Which hormone controls blood sugar level? You have your insulin. Insulin is the hormone that control blood sugar level. Insulin is the hormone that control blood sugar level. The other question here says that the process by which root hairs absorb water is known as what? The process by which root hairs absorb water, like root hairs absorb water is known as what? The process by which root helps hair like normal hair. Like the process by which root hair absorb water is known as osmosis. Like the process whereby root, I believe you know root are plants, absorb water is known as your osmosis. Now, essential element, another question. Essential element for chlorophyll formation is what? Another element, essential element for chlorophyll formulation is your what? Is your magnesium. Essential element for your chlorophyll formation is magnesium. Chlorophyll is a process by which plant manufacture their photosynthesis, and through that photosynthesis talks about the sunlight. Okay, this other question says that disease caused by HIV is what? Disease caused by HIV is what? Disease that is caused by HIV. The disease that is caused by HIV is what? Disease caused by HIV is, please note, disease caused by HIV is. The next question, without wasting much of the time, which enzymes digest protein in stomach? Which enzymes? I don't have the word of enzymes. Which enzymes digest protein in stomach? The enzymes that digest protein in stomach is known as your pepsin. Pepsin, Pepsin. Pepsin is the enzymes that digest protein in stomach. 'Cause all the food you eat have different enzymes that actually digest. I mean, the next one, which organ is called the suicidal bag? Which organ is different from organ. I think I under my biotechnology thought organ. Now, which organ is called the suicidal bag? Is your lysosome. Your lysosome is your, please, I'm saying it. The person, please, I say, if you are hearing me, just type yes, I can hear you. If you can hear me, just type yes in your keyboard, please, so that I should know that I'm communicating with person. Actually, I don't even need crowd. And the few persons that are around, let's go with them. Please, if you can hear me, just comment yes, because it's for the angle. I don't writing exams. Now, which organ is called the suicidal bag? Is your lysosome. Your lysosome is one. Called example of vertebral organ in human is called what? Example of, I'm sorry. Oh my God, I missed. Okay, don't worry, I'll come back to that question. Examples of vertebral organ in human is your appendix. Please keep that. Know that. Example of your vertebral organ in humans is your what? Appendix. DNA replicate during which phase? DNA replicate during which phase? At your S phase, X like normal S. They say that DNA replicate during which phase? DNA, we know the deoxyribonucleic acid. DNA, now the next question here says that site of fertilization in human is where? The site of fertilization, like when a woman gets conceived, I mean, where does the fertilization to where does it form? Now, site of fertilization in human is the fallopian tube. Fallopian what tube, which is your aput, which is known as your apula. It's also known, if you did not see fallopian tube, go for apula. Ampulla, which is Ampulla, is your word ampulla. That is site of fertilization. Okay, the next question here says that cell organ of ATP production is where? ATP cell organelle for ATP production is your mitochondria. Mitochondria. Your mitochondria. Please don't forget, the mitochondria is the powerhouse of a cell. Is the powerhouse of a cell. Don't forget that. Now, primary consumer in an ecosystem is what? In an ecosystem, we have what we call food web. We have food web, we have food chain. Yes, under the primary consumer, we have the food web, we have the food chain. Please, I see if you can hear me, comment yes, so that I can know if we are together or not. But some persons are not able. I believe Destiny is still very much active with us. Thank you, Destiny, for from tomorrow. I will study this live of my YouTube very well. I was thinking to bring you up so that you should just be on the screen as I'm asking the question. If there's an answer, you can sign. Okay. Primary consumer in an ecosystem is your herbivory. Herbivory is your what? Primary consumer. The next question: the universal recipient blood group. Universal recipient. No, recipient means the one that is collecting. No, universal recipient is the one that is what? Collecting. Universal recipient blood group is your AB. Is your what? AB. Please don't forget, keep down. Is your what? AB. The next question: bacteria reproduce by what? Bacteria reproduce by what? I believe you know bacteria. These are under what categories again? Bacteria reproduce by binary friction. Binary fission, which is Fi. Already you can spell binary now. Binary is BINAROY, while the fission is the FISSION. Not fusion. Not fusion. No, don't go and write rubbish. Now, bacteria reproduce by binary word fission. Okay, the next question. Mendel's law of segregation states. Mendes. This question is also in Agric. It's in Agric. I was taking Agric before last 2 years. I saw this question then. Mendel's law of segregation states factors separate during gamete formation. That's the answer. Mendel's law of segregation states that factors separate during gamete formation. That's the law of what? Mendes. I think I've answered this question before, something like this. Okay, let's go with this question. Okay, let's go with this question. Which pigment give plant green color? Which pigment? I'm coming, please. Which pigment give plant green color? Which pigment gives plant what? Green color. Which pigment give? Which pigment give? Which pigment give plant green color? Let us answer. Which pigment give plant green colors? Which pigment? I just answered. Which pigment give plants green color? That the pigment that gives plants what? Green color. The pigment that give plant green color is your chlorophyll. Now the pigment, look at me, pigment. I said we made mention of this thing earlier when we were reading this question. Let me check if I can get the question back. Okay, let me check. I think it was on this question. On this question, the pigment that give plant green color is your chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is the pigment. Chlorophyll is the process in photosynthesis that helps plants to manufacture food through the help of sunlight. And the pigment that gives plant that green color they have is your chlorophyll or chlorophyll. Do you spell it CHLOROPHYL is your chlorophyll. The next question, enzymes present in saliva. Now, enzymes present in saliva, talking about saliva, talking about your spit. The enzymes that is present in your saliva, your spit is your amylase, 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 amylase. That is the enzymes that is present in your spit, in your saliva. Enzymes present is your amylase. The next question, number of chromosomes in human somatic cells, what? Numbers of chromosomes in human somatic cell is what? Number of chromosomes in human somatic cell is what? If you know the answer, just tell me the numbers of cell, numbers of cell, numbers of cell, number of cells, number of cells, number of cells. The numbers of cells that is present in the human chromatic cell. I'm waiting. The numbers of cells. The number of cells that is the number of cells that is number of chromosomes in the somatic cell is 49. Sorry, 46. Number of chromosomes in the human somatic cell is 49. So I'm saying 49, sorry, 46. It's 46. I'm sorry, 46. We'll be rounding up on time. Don't worry. Maybe before 19. What's the time now? Before 19 be 9:20. We'll be rounding up. We'll be rounding up. The next question. Habitat of lichen. Habitat of lichen is found in pollution-free area. Habitat of lichen is found in what? Pollution-free area. Pollution-free area. The next one, largest micromolecule is what? What is the largest micromolecule? The largest biomolecule is protein. Largest biomolecule is protein. Are you getting me? The largest biomolecule is what? Protein. The next one we have now is organisms that prepare their own food. Organisms that prepare their own food is known as autotroph. Autotroph. Organisms that prepare their own food. Like example of organisms that prepare their own food are plants. Listen, these are organisms that prepare their own food. Organisms that prepare their own food is known as organisms that is known as your okay. Organisms that prepare their own food is known as I'm gonna be tired. Organisms that prepare are done with that. The next question, ROBC formation occurs in dash. ROBC formation occurs If I was talking about ROBC, first of all, what's the formula of ROBC? ROBC means red blood cell. I mean, ROBC means your red blood cell. ROBC. ROBC formation occurs in your bone marrow. Is your red blood cell. Cell cycle is your what? The longest phase. Longest phase of cell interface is your interface blood clotting vitamin. Blood clotting vitamin K. We have three questions to go. Just three questions to go. I'm very tired. I have three questions to go. Father of genetics. Who is the father of genetics? The father of genetics is Jacob Mendel. The father of all genetics is Jacob Mendel. Is what? Father of genetics. Father of genetics is Jacob Mendel. Which organ regulates body temperature? Which organ regulates body temperature? Which of the organs regulate body temperature? You should be able to know the organ that regulates what body temperature. That is your hypothalamus. Your hypothalamus is the why the last question will be taken here. Last question will be taken different. The melody you know is also an element. Which metal is present in hemoglobin is your what? Iron. Oh my goodness, tired. That is the question for tonight. It's just introduction class. I think hopefully from tomorrow we'll be fully on ground hosting and I can get a good stable network so that we can all learn perfectly. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, we can get a good stable network so that we can all learn perfectly. I'm coming. Just free your mind, yes. We can learn, okay. I'm coming here, just be looking. Oh my goodness, I'm tired. Let me hang this stuff here. I'm coming, let me hang my materials so I can easily. Okay. Largest organ in the human body, okay. Oh my god, I'm very, very tired. Jesus. Super tired. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day. See you tomorrow on our next class. We'll see you guys tomorrow on our next class. We promise to do very more better tomorrow because very more better. But the next one is not really encouraging this night. The next one is not really encouraging this night, but we'll see how we can make it better. Okay, I'm rounding up.
Okay, okay, okay.